Bane. Round one. Fight. Round two. You lose. Bane. Round one. Fight.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today is a double stream day, as you know. Tomorrow's going to be different, and the day after that, it's just going to be one stream day on those specifically. But right now, we are doing those specific things, which is, the two stream today. I do appreciate y'all coming in here. I do appreciate y'all being your amazing selves, as always. I do appreciate you all being here, of course. And what we're going to be doing right now is doing a bit of an update with this person, as you can see here. Cha Cha Chilla, we already know about them. Today has been quite slow. I mean, I want it to be exciting. First, of course, for those who were here in the earlier stream, I did get toxic towards some random dude. I do get toxic at times. I do apologize for that specifically, because I do know that you guys don't like it when I get toxic. Toxicity is never good, so I do apologize for that. I will do my best, like I said before, do my best to not be that way, but I will fail occasionally, because that's just me. That's just me. I fail a lot on those type of things, because I do get toxic as fuck. Because I get heated, and I can just get wanting to be I can get petty, and I like being, and not I like being petty, but oh boy, I can get petty with you if that ends up happening. If you're petty with me and you're trying to do something, I will be petty as a fuck with you. I'll be petty as fuck. So just like I said, I'm gonna do my best to try to prevent that in the future. I do thank you guys for being patient, as you guys always have been with me, though. But yeah, I mean, being salty when you're playing games is part of the whole experience of playing games, right? The excuse I give myself as I get salty as fuck. Um, but yeah, we are gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best. Every day is filled with excitement of just being there on the next day. Just being able to make it to the next day is an exciting prospect for me and for others as well. So I do appreciate y'all, like I said before, being patient with me and shit. So good evening, good evening. Welcome, Screaming Chi. Today's not going to be too intense, insane, whatever you want to call it. It's not going to be too crazy today. We are going to give some updates on some things like I mentioned, and just keep going, as the saying goes. So today, what we were going to be doing is, like I said, giving this update first of all here. So let's get going. So today, this is the person we're talking about. I'm going to give a little bit of a rundown of what it was before, and then we're going to continue. Cha Cha Chilla is a VTuber who at this point has pretty much nuked any chances of her being a positive member of the VTuber community, any chances of her being someone who will be ever accepted into the community as a positive person, a positive experience, positive whatever. There's too much negativity going on about her. What am I talking about? This all started real quick, just so you guys give you a little bit of a reminder of what happened. It all started when Cha Cha Chilla was a part of a SMP, I think it was Parasite SMP, for a Minecraft server. There were different teams in there. Within the role-playing SMP, because there was a role-playing SMP, everyone knew about this. Within there were rules that, like, you can S-talk against other members. It was all, extremely competitive, extremely that kind of thing. That's the way it was supposed to be. You were supposed to be toxic within the RP, that type of thing. And someone was to her team, calling them inferior and calling them not smart and all that kind of stuff. And that's something that happens in the RP. It was all within RP. There were moderators there all the time that did correct people when they went a little bit beyond RP, but in this case, it wasn't. So she got offended. She, against one of the people who she thought ad-free, one of the new people from Sox VTuber Agency, was one of the ones who did this against her. And not only against the team, but against her specifically, because she has a disability. I believe she's autistic or something like that. I'm autistic. I have been called inferior before, but outside of RP. That's different if you're being called it in the street versus being called it in RP. Realize what you're doing, what's going on. That is the main thing and of course, Sox VTuber Agency went and told her no more contact with us. Floric said, do not try to talk to me again. You are trying to badmouth one of my talents. You're trying to knock one of my talents down. Yomi Quinley ended up coming out about the weird stalkerish vibes, weird vibes that they gave at last Off-Kai Expo. They touched Yomi way too much and made them feel very uncomfortable enough that they had to inform security. And before I continue, hello, Soya Milk. Sorry for not responding to you earlier. I'm just continuing here. Well, we have more things that happened. Of course, this is another thing that did pop up of her heading off to the hospital and won't have access to my phone. It was seen as a fake one there. She's trying to put out information to make it seem like it wasn't so fake. Wasn't hospitalized in under 22 minutes. I had been there since November 17th. I was waiting to be transferred to a psych ward. However, the psych ward was full, so I was discharged instead. And here is the emergency department November 17th. Of course, unfortunately, with the amount of credibility she has right now, which is 0, it could very well be true, but no one's going to believe you because you could show you got admitted for emergency room at any point in time, but not admitted to the hospital itself, that type of thing. even if it is true, doesn't make it better that you faked an image using someone else, that you faked something using someone else, and that you have done the things that you are accused of doing. And then she goes and continues to say it's not someone else. Says also, yes, I have pink hair and the brown hair is a wig. And over here, this was 119. I don't know what this has anything to do with it. I don't know why it's 119. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's for a Reddit thing. I don't know. But this was supposed to be her. It says that's very obviously AI. So why did she? I don't know. It says one is faded while the other one's freshly dyed. So yeah, people are saying still it's wrong. Okay, we have that part. The big part that I wanted to talk about today, though, was this that happened after everything was being done with the Sox VTuber agency. Apollo from Mythos. Mythos is, of course, an agency that has a lot of VTubers. It's a wonderful agency. They pretty much, for the most part, do a gender swap with the gods and goddesses. A god will become a goddess, and a goddess will become a god and have a male, female, etc. It's here. Let's see what he has here. Let me give you more context. Chatachilla, aka Bunny Alisu, I was nice, respectful, and tried to be a friend at the time. I wanted you to get help. You harassed me, my friends, so many others for many years. You have doxed IRL names, faces, bullied, spread lies, and got blacklisted from Mythos for a good reason. I gave them a 10+ page document. When we didn't give you what you wanted. You did revenge porn, which is horrible, illegal everywhere. Every single time I had something awesome happen to me, you got butthurt with my success early on. You shared it everywhere, and people saw that side of me. You took my power, and just 2 days before TwitchCon, where I wanted to see people for the first time, my first event. So basically what she means by take my power is basically took the power to be able to actually be, somewhere IRL with themselves without being doxxed first. I had to listen to so many people saying they're on my side, that they saw it. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want that. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want that. But you didn't stop there. You kept harassing me for months on end because I was flinching. I wasn't flinching in public. You had to make videos, accounts, and spreading it all over Mythos. I didn't feel safe anymore. I was overwhelmed, but I couldn't even stream properly because of you. I lost a lot of things, and it harmed me. Much love, and it says proud of you for stepping up. Yomi Quinley, it has been painful, thorn, and burden in your side for so long. You can finally let it out. Shine stronger than ever, girl. The sun is brighter now. We're all going to continue to be here for you. I will. Thank you, Yomi, so much. Honestly, you made me feel confident today to even do that, and that's because Yomi Quinley came out as well. Continuing here, I'm aware that there are many allegations circulating about me. Take all these accusations seriously. I'm fully prepared to address each and every one of them. To ensure accuracy and transparency, I ask that anyone making a claim reply to this post specific dates, times, and details of events they are referring to. Once that information is provided, I will respond to each allegation directly. In those making the accusations choose not to provide this information, I will take the refusal as lack of willingness to prove their claims. In that case, I will be including the unverified allegations and any related conduct in upcoming legal proceedings, so the matter can be handled appropriately. She's still behaving the same way in her Discord too. Discord photo proof. I'll share the full screenshots in a bit, where she repeatedly told me I could stand. You already know the allegations. You are the one who messed up and hurt a lot of people. It's on you, not them coming to you. You haven't even reached out and apologized to anyone yet or taken accountability for any of your actions. Not their responsibility, it's yours. Do better. I didn't do most of these things, and if they give me the dates and times, I can prove it. If you are truly sorry for what you did and why bring up legal proceedings, what good would it do? Would it even do except exacerbate your impulsiveness? And how is you coming back anything but a complete contradiction to everything you wrote down in this post? Messed up in the situation with Flork and ad free. However, most of these allegations against me are false. So yeah, people aren't taking it. They aren't believing her. She deleted this one here. It says anybody wants to help my lawyer fees. She better put her a donation link there. So. Apollo responded to that one saying, I hope you do. That would be so funny. And then, of course, she deleted it because, again, she was being impulsive. She was being very impulsive, like she seems to be. She does not have a good reputation anymore. And over here it says, man, my stomach, from the laughing, of course. The YouTuber Chachilla deletes lawsuit threat against Apollo Mythos. It has been a crazy week for VTubing. Hoping you're doing okay. And here, I'm not a very strong person, but I try to be so. Excuse me if I'm more off my element this week. Excuse me. Okay, sorry, I read it wrong. I did a very big thing for myself, and it's a big risk, I know, but I'm happy I did it, which was that coming out with her story. No one is going to support your scam, Chachachilla, but if you do get any funds, please seek help. We support Apollo in this house. Everybody supports Apollo. The final thing I want to put out here, because this is a long one, I do want to kind of give you the full rundown of the lawsuit threat and what ended up happening after that. Would love to see you try coming after one of my talents again. Please do. I'm begging you. I still remember you trying to do a Google Doc last year on your PL and everyone called you out for being stupid. You deleted it multiple times. You were being we were being nice and didn't drop a doc with actual evidence from multiple people. And that was my call, and I regret that decision because you hurt so many people since then. Unlike you, I don't need help getting lawyers' fees. If you want to go that route, buckle up and lock the F in. It will be the last thing you do on the internet. No matter how many times you try to rebrand and start over, I will find you and call you out again. This isn't a threat. I don't make threats. I'm too nice for that stuff. I make promises. And this was, if I'm not mistaken, this person is involved in assistant manager for Mythos HQ. So they are someone in Mythos HQ, and basically everyone is like, you drop this, it's like clapping because they destroyed Cha Cha Chilla. And that is the last part that we have here. Unfortunately, it looks like they've done this before. It looks like they're probably going to do it again. They're probably going to try to revamp and do something again. It sucks. They could have apologized. They could have made this so much better by just apologizing and fixing what was going on. But no, they decided to go the bad route and try to hurt more people. Just be better. Just try to be better. If you have an issue with somebody, communicate and don't go this route ever. And of course, I will repeat it because I always have to repeat it because I want to make sure my community and anyone else who watches this knows, do not go and harass Cha Cha Chilla or anyone else involved in this. Do not go and directly contact anybody or go make a tweet under people's stuff or anything like that because it will be seen as harassment by them. You could go afoul of any TOS, and secondly, it's not, or thirdly, or whatever, it's not worth your time. Yeah, this drama, fucking shit, man. This drama got insane. This drama went freaking insane. So yeah. This is like a big example of what not to do. Whenever you have whenever something is going on, whenever you feel that you've been wronged, don't do this. Don't go and do this. Don't be this type of person. Because it sucks that too many people don't know about communication. It sucks that too many people don't know how to do things properly, how to act properly in polite society, in any society, in anything going on. It does suck that there are too many people that want to cancel others. Too many people that want to go and be, I don't know, be assholes to other people. There are way too many people out there who want to do that nowadays. Way too many people out there. And for me, it is absolutely, I don't know. It's absolutely, stupid to try to do stuff like this, to try to be this way. So I always try to be kind to others because, I mean, that's the best thing we can do. I'm not gonna say that I'm always kind to others. I'm not gonna say that I'm always going to be but I'm not always gonna not make mistakes. I'm gonna make a ton of mistakes. I fucking always do. One way or another, I always do. So let's continue. Because I have another thing. How did all this drama happen? It just freaking... like I mentioned in the very beginning, it really started with something of... there was an SMP, which is, a VTuber Minecraft server. It was supposed to be an RP, role-playing Minecraft server. It was called Parasite SMP or something like that. I think I have things muted. That's what it is. I think I have things muted. I forgot to unmute everything, so I apologize for that. But it was because, like I mentioned in the beginning, the VTuber SMP, VTuber Minecraft server, and it was an event Minecraft server, and they thought that someone was calling them inferior, and then it just blew up like that. Like I mentioned when I at the start of the everything, we have another bit of news here, another bit of stuff here, which is taking a look right here with something new. We are going to take a look at Shoto. So let's take a look here. What are you going to say? Just damn insulting them, no damn standard or anything good in the States. Yeah. Because remember, guys, giving you opinion of Japanese citizen, Japanese law. Yeah, in Japan, you have to be very, very careful. Japanese law is a lot more strict on things that you can do, can't do, and what is considered to be any kind of slander, any kind of that type of stuff. So yeah, you have to be very, very careful what you do in not even Japan, in Southeast Asia overall. You have to be very, very careful what you do, because Asia, Southeast Asia, all those Asian countries usually have pretty strong laws regarding anything related to what is it? Slander, defamation, anything like that. It's a lot stronger, especially like in Japan and places like that. So yeah, it can be very, very strong. That's why, guys, I say stuff very carefully. Do you think constantly Bangsabi? Yeah, I'm a very salty squirrel. In Indonesia, you just bribe them. Well, yeah, probably. But still, it is, like I said, it is quite crazy the way things happen in the rest of the world, the way things are seen in the rest of the world. Over here in the U.S., you have a much higher barrier to entry for doing any of those types of things. A lot of times you will get laughed out of court if you try to do the same thing that would fly very easily in a place like Japan won't fly over here. So yeah, that's the main thing I'm trying to say here. That's the main thing I'm trying to say is be careful with what you do and what you say in places like here or Japan. Well, Japan more than here, honestly. Like I said, Japan more than here. But we're going to be talking about Shoto real quick, because I am going to take a look at some stuff going over here. And we're going to go and talk about Shoto real quick. Not there defamation and cyber stalking laws. There are definitely, but they are not as strict as well. Cyber stalking is very strict here, but the defamation is, of course, like I said, you have a larger barrier of entry. You have to prove a lot more for it to work over here in the U.S. in general. California has some very, very strict laws, but to actually win your case, you have to, not defaming just insults, but even insults, like it depends. Like it will depend on where you are, whether the insults work, whether there are whether they'll work in courts or whatever it is. Shoto is a male English-speaking Vietnamese American VTuber, currently an active member of Hanamori, which is his group here that I'm going to be showing you, and of course Hanamori being a group of indie VTubers and streamers. So why are we talking about them today? They went out on their Twitch, on their stream, and they mentioned some things that were happening that they had not necessarily had them fully worried, but concerns that were going on, and people going a little bit too aggressive against him for streaming or not streaming with people. So let's take a look.
Guys,
with other people.
I got an offline donation message, right? And I'm like thinking, should I drag them right now? Because I was like, bro, this sounds so stupid. I kind of want to put you on blast, low key. Because I saw this, I'm like, I feel like the only way to discourage this is to be like, bro, you look like an idiot. Because, man, this was so dumb. This was really dumb. Like, bro, I'm an indie VTuber. Like, the fact that you think I'm not going to show this or, like, not have, like, the capacity to show this says a lot. Like, you don't understand. Because it's just so stupid. And you're very, because here's the thing too. I'll show you guys this first, okay? Because of how dumb I thought it was. Hello, congrats on the new model. But wow, you're really becoming irrelevant. Totally flopped hard, XD, with your toxic and arrogant attitude. It's no wonder you're losing fans, XD, lazy entitled streamer, LOL. Yo, can you please stop collabing with company VTubers? It's peaceful without your presence. You criticize VTubers who are working in a company, and now you have the audacity to leech off of them. Idiot. Just play with your dumb prostitute friends. So, first of all, I was just gonna let this slide and ignore
good
all
thing
of
he
this
didn't.
because, you know, it's like, whatever, they're trolling again.
Good thing he didn't.
But the fact you attack my friends was where you fucked up, okay? The moment
Exactly.
you called them prostitutes, that's where I drew the line, okay? You dumb bitch. You don't do that shit around here. You can attack me all you want. Say anything about me. I don't give a fuck. The moment you cross the line and start bashing on the people I care about, the people that, you know, cultivated so much love and kindness in my life, right? And we built like all these, it's just, I don't get it. And the thing is, here's the other thing. I recognize this name. I recognize this name in the community. They're a viewer, but I don't know if this is for real, somebody trolling. I feel like this might be somebody like using their name, right? But I don't know. I can't tell. This is somebody in the community. Like, I know them. And it's weird. I don't think it's for real them. I think someone's trying to use their name and like bash on my ass. You know what I mean? Maybe they got hacked. Yeah, maybe they got hacked, or somebody used their name on purpose, like for funsies. Because here's the thing: this person, that name is a common viewer and donates a lot. I'm like, wait, why would they ever say this, right? It feels weird, but maybe they didn't realize. Maybe they didn't realize that it shows their name. But here's the thing: I'm allowed to criticize companies for being shitty, and I'm allowed to not like people that I once give a chance at friendship, all right? But that doesn't apply to the people I'm collabing this week. In fact, they're the ones that reached out to me, all right? I'm the one that doesn't collab with people often.
So yeah, that's the big thing. He can collab with whoever the hell he wants to. He can criticize whoever the hell he wants to. That is absolutely something that he can do. As an indie, I've done it before, and yeah, unlike him, I am not going to get people to collab with me. That's something a little bit different. But him, he's a big VTuber. He can have criticisms of whatever's going on. He can have criticisms of anything and everything that he decides to criticize. That is not a thing that anyone should be angry about. And if they are, well, then just don't watch him. In this main thing, I'm glad that he decided to go and against the attacker. Well, like he says before, he thinks, and I think I agree, that more than likely what's happening is someone is using this person's name, because you can usually put whatever name you want on. If you are doing like a Streamlabs or Stream Elements type of thing, you can usually put a name on there. It seems like they're maybe putting a name of someone else there in order to get someone else in the community in trouble. Either way, Shoto has been criticized before for not wanting to collab anymore with Vox. And he's been criticized before for, like he's saying here, like other people are saying here, for wanting to criticize people out there when they mess up. Just like he's open to criticism when he messes up. And in this case, like he said, the agency was asking him for a collab, or the VTubers in the agency were asking him for the collab. It wasn't him going out and being like, hey, can you guys collab with me? It was more like, hey, we would like to collab with you. We see that, you know, we want to see if you have any times that are open, and we want to see if we can, have this fun time together. That is something that will happen all the time, and I'm glad that he's talking about it. It says here, the fact that a former guildies, and was proven that it's really them saying it, to be honest, this was a level of parasocial, another whole freaking level, so goddamn crazy. It says they flipped $6, they tipped $6 for that. Like, he got $6 anyways. It's not guildy, and don't watch him, but I know it's that Shoto is one of the most popular indie VTubers in the sphere. He doesn't need to leech off of any company VTuber and can't comprehend how people not understand that friendships exist. And someone who mainly watches any company VTuber, I feel ashamed that these kinds of people do exist. Yes, unfortunately, these type of people do exist, where they are, do not talk to my Oshi, not my Oshi, not my this, not my that, and they will go and they will, of course, try and police who is a part of the community, and try and police who is going to be collabing with their Oshi or their person or whatever it ends up being. This person, like I said, if you don't like him, I'm glad that they gave $6 because it's still $6 going to Shoto. But if you don't like a person, just move on. Don't say anything. And I'm also very glad that Shoto called this person out. And I'm ashamed to be a part of a community where people actually do these types of things. Whoever that is, you're not going to be watching my stuff, but be better. Just be better. But yeah, that's the big thing there. That's the big thing that I wanted to point, because, he keeps talking about the situation and what he wants to do and that type of thing. But I'm glad that he is aggressive with it, that he doesn't give a fuck. Because that's the way it should be. You shouldn't give a fuck about these types of dudes, about these types of people. Because it is, how can I say it? It is something that, of course, is not going to, it's not going to do anything to your community, and it shouldn't be something that you take it as an effect on your community. Let me see if I have anything else for you guys. I did go over a lot earlier today, and we have let's see, watching that too at the moment. Watching what? Oh, Iron Master's VTuber Rivals. Oh, that's that one. Yeah, there is. That is something I did want to talk about. Let me see if I do have it here. Yes. Okay. Iron Mouse is a female English VTuber from Puerto Rico, and she has recently announced that they are having their Marvel Rivals Mouse and Monkey VTuber Cup. It is going to be, I believe, on Iron Mouse's channel, and it is going to be with Team Amelie, Team Dokibird, Team Doobie, and Team Shoto. And with all this, we have these people here. It's going to be Nyanners, Ayuta. It looks like Nayuta, Lord Athelstan, Finana Ryugu, who's going to be part of Nyanner's team and Amelie's team, SK, Amelie, and all these other people you see here on Team Dokibird. You have Balila, Heavenly Father. You have Shoto, with he's a team lead on that one for Kidomi, Leijushen, Rhyme. You have Doobie, who's going to have Peach, Lucien, Lunaris, Aqua Gun, Seni Ursa, and other people there. So they are all having fun on the specific channel that is going to be on. And it is going to be happening, over the weekend, I believe. The full cup is going to be happening over the weekend. So, of course, go take a look at it on Iron Mouse's channel and on CDog VA's channel as well. So, let's just take a quick look, if we can. Let's just take a look. Let's see on Iron Mouse.
Both those teams played amazingly, and I'm so glad that was a fantastic game. So shout out to both teams for absolutely
It's been going on for 50
amazing.
minutes.
And don't
Good.
worry,
Exciting.
just because they've lost one doesn't mean that they're out. There's still a round
Sure.
robin. There's still other teams to go against, and just because you lost to them once doesn't mean you might not be able to, meet them back again in the grand finals. And
So the reason why I did it this way is because we want to see what happened in the beginning. The teams that are going to be starting.
I should have gone my gut.
Intense. Good.
And here for you guys to watch is going to be a little bit of the actual matches and things like
For the
that.
third place team at $1,800.
Prize pool
for the fourth place team. So
15K,
this
and
is
then you see all these other ones here.
Yuan. I
So
hope
these
I
are
said
the
that right.
teams that are mentioned before.
So I'm just excited for some really intense, good games.
That's Amelie, of course.
How much he gets talked about? Okay, that's motion he has right there, I believe.
I hope to see.
Because it might not be worth playing,
True.
So they are not showing the game here, it looks like. Let me see if I can find you guys the actual showing of the game so we can take a look at what's going on.
So
Because
it really
Yeah.
could go anyone's way still.
I have to
excited.
say, the teamwork has been incredible. Everybody's been working.
it's
cool
like
to
they
see.
don't, they're
Cool
not
to
showing it.
see.
It's like here it's just gonna
Yeah.
be,
It's been fun. I'm so grateful that everyone's been a part of this and everyone taking it so seriously.
I think here
Yeah,
it's
me
really
too.
cool to see.
it's just,
I think when we planned this, we were like, "Oh, it'll just be like a fun thing," but to see that everyone's
I think here it's just them watching them.
No.
Yeah, it's just them
They
commentating.
are really pretty.
Oh, there you go.
It does seem right now that SK is absolutely.
Okay, so there we go.
Characters to make it
Yeah.
a little bit different.
And here's the customs that they have there. Of course, the people that they're going to be banning, the ban phase, and they are going to be going. It's going to be SK, and it's going to be basically Team Doobie versus Team Amalie, it looks like, to start off.
Oh, I see Finana's going with
I mean, anything, and we're going to start the convoy aspect of this round. How do you feel so far about this?
This is insane. Oh my god, Amelie's so good.
Amelie
They all
is
have
looking
their
really good.
specific
Obviously,
people.
you know, being the attacker, you do have a bit of an advantage in terms of having a closer
True.
respawn normally. But, you know, typically when you're playing, SK is flanking here with ult. Oh no, this could be bad.
Oh no. That's it.
Oh, that's gonna
So,
hit.
yeah.
That's gonna be one. Can SK so
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, dude, the attacker gun just fall.
And that's what happens when you play these games. You can have Aquaman can be very dangerous throughout the whole thing. He can be very dangerous through if you sneak up. And people who are very experienced in it can do all these things. I've had it happen to me while streaming. So this is great. I'm glad that they were able to show a little bit of the actual, the actual stream, the actual fight there. And good luck to every single team there. They do look like they're having lots of fun, and that's what matters. Aquaman is freaking... Aquaman can do that. Aquaman has pissed me off so many times. Oh my god. Don't even get me started about fucking Aquaman. Holy shit. Well, I'm not gonna be fucking Aquaman, but you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. But don't fucking get me started about Aquaman. There we go. That's the right way of saying it. Not don't get me started about fucking Aquaman. That just made it sound weird. Wonderful. Let's see here.